What up, guys, and welcome back to another reaction. Hope you're having a great day. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Doesn't take that much time. There's a link in the description below. Alright, yo, it's been a minute since I've uploaded something on the reaction channel. I also have a gaming channel, which I'm pretty active over there, Bone Gaming. So if you want to go check me out over there, I'll be over there. What? Alright, we're watching a video called Every Controversial Video Game Explained by High Value Man. Let's not waste any more time and go.
Least controversial, and then gradually move on to the extremely offensive. Manhunt, probably the most infamous of all these games, is a stealth-based survival horror video.
I've actually played this game on my channel, but I have it on private because it was pretty garbage when I was first kind of starting into it. Yeah.
Video game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. It was originally released in 2003. The game puts you in the shoes of James Earl Cash, a death row inmate who is led to believe he will be executed. However, he wakes up to find that he has been spared in order to participate in a twisted game. Cash is forced to navigate through a series of dilapidated, dangerous environments while being hunted by gangs of deranged killers. The game's antagonist, Lionel Starkweather, also known as the Director, orchestrates the entire game, ordering James to kill his pursuers in increasingly violent ways. Playing Manhunt involves a lot of
Yo, I did not know that.
The game lets you use different methods to defeat enemies, from suffocating them with plastic bags to using guns to take them down. The game, due to all the violent content, has been banned in several countries. In New Zealand, the game was banned a month after it came out, making it illegal to own a copy.
Was it really that bad? Like, I played it on this channel, but again, I never really finished it, and because I was first starting with the gaming and quality was just horrible and everything. But was it really that bad? Because when I was playing it, like, it didn't seem that crazy. I mean, the suffocating. Okay, that is kind of crazy.
Reason was the game's focus on killing, which the chief censor, Bill Hastings, believed could negatively affect players. However, in 2023, the ban was reconsidered, and Manhunt was given a rated 18 classification, meaning it's now allowed for adults over 18. Though over in Australia, Manhunt was first given a mature 15+ rating, which meant it was suitable for teenagers and adults. But in September 2004, after a push from Attorney General Philip Ruddock, the game's rating was overturned and it was banned. This led to a recall of the game from stores, even though it had already sold over 18,000 copies. Despite the controversy, Rockstar actually made a sequel. Manhunt 2 introduces a new story with Daniel.
I didn't even care.
This is why I stopped shopping on Amazon.
Man who wakes up in a dilapidated.
Wait, so this one is different. Man, I don't know. Let me know if you want to see that on a gaming channel. I think I have Manhunt 1. I don't know if I have 2.
Mental asylum with no memory of his past. He quickly discovers that he is a subject of a secret research project gone awry. Daniel escapes the asylum with the help of Leo Casper, a sociopathic assassin.
Yo, this should remake this game.
The narrative unfolds as Daniel tries to uncover his past and understand his connection to Leo, all the while being hunted by the mysterious project, which seeks to silence him and Leo permanently. The sequel was, again, controversial for its depiction of violence, leading to the game being edited to blur out the most graphic scenes to achieve a less restrictive rating. And due to its graphic violence, it was censored and banned in several countries, including Australia again, and
Australia, man. Yeah, this is why y'all cursed with these big, unnecessary spiders and bugs and stuff, bro. Like, y'all like no fun zone over there. It's just a game, bro. Look at GTA. It's not as bad, but still so much like crime. It don't make me say, hey, yo, I want to go steal a car right now. Like, what? I'm not that stupid, bro.
Adults-only rating by the ESRB, which means it couldn't be sold in video game stores in America or allowed on any of the major consoles before being edited to receive only a mature rating. Custer's Revenge is an infamous video game released in 1982 for the Atari 2600. It was developed by Mystique.
Okay, bro, it's like pixels. Like, you're gonna have to use a lot of imagination to figure out what is going on with that.
Company that specialized in adult video games, and it quickly became one of the most controversial titles in video game.
Custer Revenge. He's a 7 foot 1 inch and 325 center who play for
history. The game's premise involves the player controlling a pixelated figure of General George Armstrong Custer, a general who fought in several wars against Native Americans, depicted wearing literally nothing but a cavalry hat. The aim of the game is to attempt to cross a field and reach a Native American woman tied to a pole. Once you've reached it, You mash the action button as fast as you can to go in and out. The game was obviously criticized for promoting violence against women and being racially insensitive. Custer's Revenge was never officially banned in the United States, but its sale was highly restricted. Many retailers refused to carry the game, and it was sold mostly in adult stores. The controversy did lead to discussions about the need for content ratings in video games, which would later result in
I don't even know, like, do you think it's that bad? Because like, look, like the graphics, like those are like some pixels, bro. Like, I don't know, bro.
Establishment of the ESRB in the 1990s, although this was more directly a result of other controversial games and ongoing debates about video game content. Despite, or perhaps because
would
of
I let
its
my kid play it?
nature,
Probably
Custer's
not.
Revenge became infamous. It is often cited in discussions
Yo, that
as
is
the
wild,
worst
bro.
and most offensive video games ever made. Though the creator of the game states that Custer was only seducing the maiden and that she was a willing actor. KZ Manager is an extremely controversial video game that first appeared in the late 1990s. It is a browser-based, text-oriented management
Should I play these games on my channel?
and
And no,
the
I'm not
role
doing
of a
that.
concentration camp commander during World War II. The game's objective is fairly simple, as it involves the management of a camp with the aim of maximizing profits.
Yo, that's messed up, bro.
And extermination of prisoners. The controversy surrounding KZ Manager obviously mainly stems from its subject matter, which trivializes the Holocaust and the suffering of millions by presenting it in a simple management simulation format. KZ Manager has, unsurprisingly, faced legal challenges and bans in several countries. The game violates laws in countries that have strict regulations against Holocaust denial, hate speech, and the promotion of Nazi ideology.
Damn, bro.
In Germany, for example, where laws are stringent, the game is illegal, and distribution or possession can result in legal action. Ethnic Cleansing is a video game released in 2002 by Resistance Records, an arm of the white supremacist organization, the National Alliance. The game is built around the concept of racially motivated violence. In the game, players assume the role of a skinhead or a Klansman tasked with killing stereotypically depicted ethnic minorities in a post-apocalyptic world, culminating in a battle against a Jewish final boss. The game was launched on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 21st, and it was sold for $14.88, which is a nod to the white supremacist 14-word slogan, and the number 88, which is a reference to the 88 Precepts by white supremacist David Lane. Ethnic cleansing is completely legal in the United States as it's protected by the First Amendment protections on free speech. Its availability was largely limited to
ethnic cleansing, bro. What the heck? Nah, they didn't even care, bro. This is not really. That's messed up, bro.
Sales through the publisher's website or at extremist events, as mainstream platforms, pretty justifiably, refused to carry it. VTech Rampage is a game that was released following the tragic Virginia Tech shooting in April 2007, where 32 people lost their lives. The gameplay involves the player navigating through the Virginia Tech campus, controlling a character that resembles the perpetrator in the massacre. Players move through various levels that crudely represent locations in Virginia Tech, with the gameplay mechanics being straightforward, involving navigation through the game's levels, avoiding obstacles, and completing objectives related to the real-life events of the shooting. The legal status of VTech Rampage is a bit complex because it was not sold through traditional retail channels, but rather made available online. As such, it did not face the same kind of regulatory scrutiny or bans that a commercially released game might encounter.
So if I search the game up,
the creator of the game faced a lot of personal attacks for trying to profit off of the tragic event. He replied to his critics saying he'd pull the game if people gave him $2,000 in donations. Then, he flipped his stance, saying he wouldn't take it down after all, and admitted he was just messing with the people who wanted the game gone. RapeLay, developed by Illusion in 2006, starts with our character Masaya Kimura being arrested for assaulting a woman. Kimura then seeks vengeance on the 17-year-old responsible for his arrest. Though as we progress in the game, he decides to extend his plan for revenge beyond to include her younger sister Manaka, aged 12, and their mother Yuko, aged 42. The game is mainly played in a visual novel format, though its 3D segments are where it gets really bad. The gameplay begins in earnest when Kimura encounters Manaka on a train. Using the mouse to act as Kimura's hand, you can move your cursor to touch the girl, triggering different responses based on where the cursor is moved. Success in the game is measured by filling a gauge on the screen, which varies with where you move your hand. But it gets even worse. After you've moved your cursor enough, she will eventually lose her clothes and shamefully try to cover herself with her hands. The gameplay basically follows the same loop as you degrade and assault all 3 of them until you eventually manage to corner and capture them all.
Oh no, this is starter pack of like sexually assaulted, bro. What the heck, bro? Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Like some of these people making these games, bro, y'all got some strong demons.
Reveals his plan to make them all his servants. Despite the mother Yuko's attempts to bargain for her daughter's freedom with her own compliance, Kimura refuses to let any of them go. The game leads to 2 bizarre endings, both ending in Kimura's demise. In the black ending, Kimura fathers a child with one of the women and decides to keep the baby. Shortly after, Kimura's at the subway station when he gets pushed onto subway tracks and is hit by a train. The equally weird red ending shows taking revenge by fatally attacking Kimura while laughing uncontrollably. The game then concludes with being interrogated by the police about Kimura's death. In Japan, the game initially didn't cause much stir, as it was pretty much seen as just another adult game. However, by 2009, it sparked international outrage.
Still, it's kind of weird, bro.
By British MP Keith Vaz's discovery of its sale on Amazon, leading to its quick removal from the site. Then, due to the outcry, the Ethics Organization of Computer Software, which is like the ESRB of Japan, completely restricted its sale, effectively banning it worldwide, including Japan. The controversy then spread further to Australia and Argentina, where it was made outright illegal. Despite some defending the game's content, the backlash was significant.
I mean, you can't defend this one at all.
It from their website and stop its distribution. Illusion to this day still makes adult games despite all the controversy, though under a new company called Ill Games. 177 is centered around, like every game on this list,
all right,
177 is centered around, like every game on this list.
This is pretty bad now, right?
Controversial and sensitive topic. It is named after a Japanese criminal legislation paragraph
nightmare. We getting worse.
And in direct contrast to its name, the game involves controlling a character who pursues a fleeing young girl with the intent to assault her. The gameplay involves navigating through various obstacles and other characters to catch the female character. The game actually has 2.
Like, bro, some of y'all people like. There's some people that are like, I don't want to say talented, but some are talented and they be using their talents in the wrong, weird, disturbing ways. And some, this look like from 1980s or something, bro. Y'all some weirdos. But still, like some people be like, say they good at drawing and then they decide to draw, you know, some weird stuff, bro. Or make games and it's like, bro, you can't make like a y'all weird,
different
bro.
Endings. One of the endings is if the player catches the female character, the game will play a graphic and explicit cutscene where you can mash a button to simulate. Once you've done that, the game shows a picture of you and the girl happily married. Or in the bad ending, which happens if you fail to catch the woman. She will eventually reach her house to call the police and get you arrested. Zog's Nightmare was developed and released by the National Socialist Movement, a neo-Nazi organization in the United States, and it's basically the spiritual successor to ethnic cleansing. The title Zog.
I don't think his channel. I don't know. Am I gonna get like we're just trying to get informed over here, all of us. All right, so
Zog's Nightmare is based on the acronym ZOG, which stands for Zionist Occupied Government, a concept embraced by anti-Semitic groups to claim that the government is covertly run by Jews. In the game, you basically do what you were doing in ethnic cleansing, engaging in combat against a variety of groups and individuals considered adversaries by the game's creators, including people from different races and ethnic backgrounds, allegedly under Jewish influence. Super Columbine Massacre RPG is a 2005 role-playing game by Danny Ledon.
What is look? Bro, so you telling me, bro? This dude do not look. Look at him, bro. Just by the look how big his head is, bro. You cannot tell me. Look at him, bro. This dude definitely has done a bunch of shady stuff behind closed doors.
That simulates the tragic Columbine High School attack of 1999 from the viewpoint of the perpetrators, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. The game begins on the morning of April 20th, 1999, showing Harris getting a wake-up call from his mom before he and Klebold meet to go over their attack plans. We then play through them preparing for the attack.
Look at them,
in the
bro.
game, players guide Harris and Klebold in placing propane explosives within the premises. When these explosives do not go off as intended, the characters still choose to go ahead with their plan. The game puts players in charge of steering these characters through the school, and the outcome, including how many are harmed, hinges on how many enemies you decide to attack. The game then concludes with the characters committing which is then followed by a weird dreamy slideshow of pictures of the attackers and real scenes of grief taken after the attack. The game then shifts into an imaginary depiction of Klebold in hell, where he fights demons and encounters bizarre characters, including video game icons and historical figures. The narrative then wraps up with a return to the school
Was that Malcolm
for a press
X?
conference, poking fun at the real-world responses to the tragedy and addressing controversies over gun laws, religious extremism, and the media's blame.
Yo, that dude is a real demon, bro. Have you seen like clips on him on Instagram or something, bro? That dude is a real demon, bro. He a
Marilyn
reptilian.
Manson and video games. And that concludes our video. I'll be making more videos like this, so if you enjoyed, subscribe.
Ooh, every level of internet explained. I want to see that. Yo, shout out to High Value Man. This was an interesting video. Some crazy games that I did not even know about. Some of y'all really need help. Find Jesus. But yeah, other than that, I feel like, Manhunt seems like this the safest one, since he said from least to worst. Like I said, man, some of y'all need help. If you want to see more reactions, I'm gonna see if I might see this next. I don't know. Let me know what you want me to react to, and I'll do it. Yeah.